You know it's serious when I gotta put my glasses on to see what we're talking about here. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Lydia Marie. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back from vacation. Did you miss me? I had a good time, y'all. I had a real good time. I got a real nice golden tan. I'm refreshed. My mind is clear. I'm ready to get back and bring y'all some new makeup. So I have the brand new Danessa Myricks Lift and Flex Concealer. These released on July the 2nd, I want to say. So just like last week, a few days ago. And I got 3 shades. I got the shades 8, 9, and 10. And today I'm working with shade 9. I already have on a base on my face, but we're just going to talk about this concealer today. We're going to play around with it a little bit, go over the specs, and maybe even do a little wear test. So if you want to see more about the new Danessa Myricks Lift and Flex Concealer, I hope that you'll keep watching. Hi to my new subscribers. Welcome to the beauty fam. I'm so glad to have you here. And hi to those of my A1s and day ones who come back time after time. I appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this new makeup. So as I said, Danessa Myricks, the queen of all things makeup. You know I love Danessa. We stan her over here. She just released a new concealer to her Yummy Skin collection, and this is called the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer. It comes in 20 shades and it has so many undertones that's why I ended up getting 3, because I was like, I don't know which one to pick. I just was going off of the pictures on the website, and that was kind of a mistake, because what I will say that these are very true to the undertone descriptions, and the one that I ended up using and getting is shade number 9, and shade number 9 is a warm peach undertone, which is what I have and is what I like. Once I compared it to the concealers that I currently have, this is absolutely the right shade. Now with these Lift and Flex concealers, Danessa says you can use these in 6 different ways, so this is how you can use them. So like I said, the concealer comes in 20 shades, and it's a serum hybrid complexion improving formula that flexes and moves with your skin. The one major ingredient is caffeine, and caffeine is good for using brightening and lifting, kind of like giving your face a tighter appearance. It's good for like correcting darkness and things like that under your eye. It does have other plant-based ingredients in it, and it's supposed to improve hydration. And she says you can dot the concealer under your eye or face with the applicator, blend it in with the brush or sponge. You know how you normally do a concealer. It's 6 ways to flex. You can conceal under your eye, go foundation free and use it all over your face, correct discoloration and dark spots, power lift, going with a lighter shade and kind of giving you that extra highlighted look, contour or bronze, which adds dimension and structure, and blemish and retouch. So like I said, this comes in 20 shades, and 100% of people saw improvement with hydration after 8 hours. 100% of the people saw natural results after 8 hours. So it's supposed to be super long wearing. I'm very glad that Danessa released a concealer, because y'all know we love concealer on this channel and we love Danessa. So let's go ahead and get into this demo. Originally, like I said, I bought shades 8 and 9. 8 is described as golden with olive undertones. 9 is a warm peach. I couldn't really tell if the golden would be more of my golden complexion, like something that would be used for brightening, but when I swatched number 8, it is way too golden. Like, it's extremely yellow, and I didn't have a concealer that matches, so this is shade 8. That's what shade 8 looks like. And I know for a fact that I'm going to exchange this for a shade that I can use all over, especially now with me having a tan and having some color right now. I'm going to exchange number 8 for a shade that I can use all over my face, but shade number 9 is the shade that we're working with today, and that is warm peach. And this right here is my normal concealer color. This peach shade is something I can wear under my eyes to highlight and maybe even do a little color correction. So let's just dive right in. So I've watched all of Danessa's tutorials, everything that she did regarding how to apply this concealer and how she did it on her models and on herself. And she literally just used a dot of this concealer. As you can see, it has a doe foot applicator, and the doe foot kind of has like that little dip in the middle. Danessa only took the product that was right on the tip, and she only used that much on the tip. So I was like, all right, let's just see what happens when I dot a little bit on there. I kind of played around with this because I wanted to see the shade before I bought it to you guys, but I haven't done a full application, so that's what we're going to do today. I already have on my base, I have on the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum, and for my foundation, I have on my Givenchy Prism Libre Skin Caring Glow Foundation. So I have a glow going on. I just knocked something over, and it should be noted that these are a soft matte finish. So I do have on a glowy base, but the concealer is soft matte. So we're going to dip right in. I'm going to take where I normally would and just do a couple swipes. That color is really nice, and I'm not going to put as much on this eye. I didn't do any color correction, and Danessa did 3 dots, one in the corner, one over here, and one in the middle. So we're going to start with that, and I'm going to blend one side out with a fluffy concealer brush, and then I'm going to use a tiny blending sponge. Can I talk today? Am I still on vacation? On this eye. And we're going to see how that is. I wouldn't suggest letting these dry down too much because they are a soft matte. However, if you look at the texture, they are serum based, so they spread really easily. But you can see that it's already starting to dry down because, again, it is full coverage, but it has a nice amount of slip. It really does feel like a serum kind of base, but I wouldn't suggest letting these sit on your face for a super long time before blending them in because they are matte and they do dry down pretty quickly. And that blends out really nicely, and it didn't pick up a ton, and I'm just kind of tapping it into place and taking it down the side of my nose, and then I'm just going to tap this kind of over to give me that brightness. And I can already tell I use too much. You don't need you need a dot, and I put a swipe. Okay, lesson learned. That's fine. So we're just going to bring it down a little bit over here, and I'm just going to wing it up like I normally do. You can see it's really nice and hydrating looking, like it has a nice tack to it. Even though it dries down to a matte, it still looks nice and natural, and even has somewhat of a glow. Maybe that's the hydrating properties in it. Okay, I also wanted to mention that these retail for $30 and you get 0.32 ounces. It is small and compact, the applicator itself in the container, but I think because you don't need a lot, which I'm just learning, that you get a lot in the product, like the applicator picks up a lot and things like that, but it's also a high-end brand. So $30 is pretty much on brand with a concealer from Sephora. And I could, oh, but you know what? I think I like how the sponge blended that out, and that's 3 dots. And I didn't do any color correction at all. I just wanted to see how this was going to work. Whoa. I'm going to put a little bit more on this eye because of the way I placed it. I needed one right in the middle. That blended out really beautifully though. Nice and natural looking. Okay, so that's a nice little brightness right there, and it looks so good. That color is perfect. Number 9 is absolutely the perfect shade for my color that I need right now. I'm gonna take a little bit on my chin and just around. I put it in the wrong place where I would color correct. I don't think you need to dip back into this. I feel like you can just use and even take some off the applicator. It's trial and error. You'll learn. I'll learn. Take some off the applicator and just like Danessa did, just use the tip and go ahead with it. But this is nice. I love that color. I'm so pleased with that. I did return, like I said, I got 8 and 9 from Sephora, and I got I got shades 9 and 10 from Sephora, and I got the brighter shade 8 from Danessa's website. But I returned 10, and I was like, it was too neutral. It was not a good look on me at all. But this shade, number 9, is perfect. Look how it just brightened up. So this is why she says you can use it to flex, because it's going to move with your skin and it's going to stay on the areas that you just need it. Look how that just brightened up. That looks really good. Now, I don't know if this claims to be self-setting, but I didn't see anyone using powder to set the concealer. Out of all the videos that I watched from Danessa's channel, and I really just watched her channel. I hadn't really watched a ton of reviews on this yet, or a ton of product applications, because I just wanted to try it out for myself. But I didn't see anybody set it with powder. But I'm going to set this area around my mouth with powder and my smile lines, but not my under eye, and we're going to see how that wears once I apply the rest of my face. To set my face or around these areas with my smile lines, I'm using the Laura Mercier Ultra Blur Setting Powder, the compact version, and hoping that it does not change the color, but it shouldn't, because it's similar to the concealer. And I'm just going to set around here in case I end up doing a wear test for a few hours. It's already 4 o'clock. I waited so late to start filming today, but I'm officially unemployed, so I really don't have a schedule. So, you know, it is what it is. I'll be right here with y'all. So I'm just going to set right there, and I'm going to leave my under eye alone because it's not like covering every dark circle, but I don't really need that. If I needed that, I could color correct or get a shade that's a little more orange or peach to color correct. But I just like how it looks so refreshed. Like, I just look refreshed. I appreciate that. I like that. Let me do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. I finished my face with the Danessa Myricks Blooming Romance palette. I added a cream blush, some mascara, and a little bit of gloss, and that's going to be the face. I'm really liking how the concealer is looking so far. I want to set it the next time I wear it with a powder. I think that would really just smooth it out a lot more, but it looks nice and natural. It just looks like a nice natural face, which I love. It doesn't look too overdone. I feel like if I would have worn shade 8, it would have given me an unnatural harsh highlight, you know what I'm saying? But it feels really good even without the powder, and this being a matte concealer, it does not feel like a matte concealer at all. And so far there's minimal creasing under my eye. It just looks really good, actually. I don't know what what magic she does in here, honey, but it feels really good. It has a nice kind of a bouncy feel, and sometimes with fuller coverage foundations or matte concealers, they can feel a little heavy. Next time I wear it, I am going to set it with the powder, but actually I just like how it looks right now. It's just a nice everyday type of concealer look, and even around my mouth where it's a little brighter, it just gave me a nice natural highlight. I should have done it down the middle of my face before I put my blush on, but we'll do that the next time. So it's about 4:30 now. Let's do a little bit of a wear test for a couple hours and see how this holds up. Okay, we are back. It is currently 6:22, so almost 2 hours. I changed my clothes because I did a workout, so I'm still in my workout clothes. So that was a good wear test, because normally I wouldn't do a wear test and workout, which my blush stayed on too. That's pretty impressive. Anyway, or was I not working out as hard? Anyway, the Danessa Myricks concealer. Let me get y'all in nice and close, and let's just see how. I think it's holding up really well, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. And even right here, let me look in my mirror, because my mirror is not HD. My mirror is not 4K. It's gonna tell me the truth, but it's looking really good. And I wanted to tell you guys, I popped into Danessa Myricks Teach Me Tuesday today to ask if this was self-setting, and they said it is. It's supposed to be self-setting unless you are super oily under your eye, then you can set it with powder for longevity. So just an FYI about the self-setting properties that I was asking about earlier. So this is what my face is looking like 2 hours later. Like I said, the next time I wear it, I'm likely going to set the under eye, just because I tend to like the more blurred under eye look, but this does look nice and natural. And I learned from her Teach Me Tuesday today as well that you can use, she was just using a dot just depending on the person's under eye, but she said if you have a darker under eye, you can use a swipe versus a dot, etc. You can build this up because it's not supposed to be cakey looking or anything like that, and I agree. I think it looks really, really good. It still looks nice and natural. Granted, it only has been 2 hours. Keep that in mind. But y'all know I'm going to be wearing this again. Like, just, this is the first impressions, quick review, slight wear test, whatever you want to call it. But the way my face is looking now in the same light, I still see the highlighting properties. It doesn't look super creasy, oily, cakey, none of that. I know that's right, Danessa. So thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. I actually feel like I'm getting a little summer cold, so I'm about to pop 2 Alka-Seltzer or something to stop this in its tracks. But I'm really digging this concealer. So far, so good. You guys know I'm going to keep wearing it, especially when I get the shade that is all over, because I am curious to see how it does with my color correction and things like that, and how it performs when I'm not wearing a foundation. And I also want to see how it does when I set it with a little bit of powder. So we're gonna come back to it. Don't worry. Of course, everything is already linked down below. Go ahead and check the links, everything that I put on today, and let me know your thoughts about this concealer. Again, right now it's only online at DanessaMyricks.com and at Sephora. So if you want to pick it up, again, I highly suggest shopping by your undertone, not so much the shade, because the undertones are truly true to form. So I'll put everything down below. Thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you made it this far in the video, and I'll see y'all back here for my next one real soon. Bye.